Welcome back, adventurers. So today we have our last 5 characters for our Critical Role Heroes of Exandria preview review. And we're starting today with Scanlan Shorthalt, Devious Troubadour. He is a 5 hand size, 33 health character. He's got Chaos, Earth, and Order as his symbols, and Entertainer, Mage, and Vox Machina as his character traits. And he has 2 abilities, the first of which is a response, once per turn Tenacious, or playable while he's committed. After you play an action card, build the top card of your deck face down. So your turn and your rival's turn, each time, the first time or any time that you play an action card once per turn, you get a free foundation. That's pretty good, especially in a 5-hander who normally doesn't want to run a lot of blue cards because they can clog up your hand and you want more foundations. And then we have Enhance, Commit, reveal the top card of your deck. This attack gets +2 or -2 speed. If you revealed a non-foundation card, it gets +4 or -4 speed instead, and you may add 1 non-attack card from your discard pile to your hand. So you can get any foundation, asset, action, backup. Pretty cool. Full disclosure, I had to redo this video because of some issues with the sound quality. So by this time, I've seen the entire set, as opposed to the last time I did this with the rest of them when I hadn't seen everything. And when I hadn't seen everything, I said that Scanlan was going to be very dependent on what action cards he gets to use, and that's still very true. While I have yet to memorize every card in the set, it is still very tricky to build Scanlan. His ultra rare does help, I will say that, but I'm still not sure. I do like that on Order you get access to the other reveal cards, like in Girl Power, that want you to reveal cards from your hand or your momentum, or if you've revealed X, do X. I think Mountain Lady 3 has all 3 of these symbols, and she's all about revealing things. So when you get to reveal the top card of your deck, you could get some bonuses from that with her support. And maybe you'll see that in the Day Zero build for Scanlan that I designed. All in all, I think in this set, he's going to be one of the 2 trickiest to build. Him and Jester, I think, are going to be the trickiest characters to build, because he very much depends on actions, and he's only a 5-hander, so it's going to be rough, but I think if you put enough thought into him, you can get something fun. Next we have Tyrion Darrington, Naive Creator. Okay, it's a mustache. I always think this dude's mouth looks weird, but it's just his mustache. He's a 6-hand size, 31 health character, with Air, Life, and Order for his symbols, Inventor, and Vox Machina, for his character traits. He has Enhance once per turn, remove X momentum, so remove them from the game entirely. Build 1 asset card from your discard pile with a difficulty equal to or less than X plus 1. X may equal 0. So that's fascinating because we almost never have an X may equal 0 ability or a cost. So that means you can say, I remove 0 momentum, I get to build this 1 difficulty asset from my discard pile. Excuse me 1 second. My music started getting really loud there for a second. I'm using a new music site, and I'm still kind of working out the kinks. Because turns out you get copyrighted on YouTube if you use too many different songs. I still don't know what I'm doing, so bear with me. And then we have Enhance, Commit 1 asset. This attack is +X or -X speed. X equals the printed difficulty of the asset committed to pay for this ability. So right off the bat, you want small difficulty assets, so you can build them in for free, 0s and 1s. But you also want big difficulty assets so that you can get this big +or -X speed. Hello, Sam. We do know that Dottie, or Doty, however you pronounce it, is a 4 difficulty asset printed, and that's important because X equals the printed difficulty of the asset. But in Tyrion, Dottie is only a 2 difficulty, it gets -2 to its difficulty, so that's pretty good. You can commit for +or -4 speed, but you would only have to remove 1 momentum to build Dottie in from your discard pile. So pretty cool there. Kind of like a pseudo-mimic, but I don't see Tarion reaching the same heights that Mimic did. Next we have Vaxildan, Daggermaster, a 6 hand size, 29 health character. Air, Death, and Void are his symbols. Thief and Vox Machina are his traits. We have Enhance. This attack is plus X damage or minus X speed. X equals the number of cards in your card pool. So you're either stacking more damage for as long as you string on your turn, or the more you block or the more your rival clogs your card pool, you're getting more speed hate. Now obviously with that minus speed, it's basically saying that the cards in your card pool don't count towards progressive, unless they already don't count towards progressive, because this has not one but 2 combined firepower symbols. So if after the worlds that just happened, combined firepower is not banned or eroded in some way, I can see Vaxildan being an incredible combined firepower user, because you can just block with a bunch of combined firepowers. They don't count towards progressive, so that minus speed is really sticking and putting in work. And they have response. After you play your 3rd weapon attack this turn, your rival discards 1 card, draw 1 card. So after you play your 3rd weapon attack, you're just stringing out. You get to draw an extra card, and your rival has to discard a card. So really putting that plus X damage to work there. I think Vax is going to be really fun. Like I said, I've seen the whole set now, and my brain's already spinning. Vax is one of my friend Jared's favorite characters, so I have a feeling I'm going to be building one of these guys in the not-too-distant future. Next we have Vexalia, Protector of the Wilds. Now she, I think, is going to be sneakier than a lot of people are thinking. She's a 6 hand size, 29 health character. She has Air, Earth, and Life, just like her Challenger Series counterpart, which is interesting because usually when we get a second version of a character, they change at least one symbol. Like Vax had Water, now he has Void. So now she is completely the same 3 symbols, no change. But she has Hunter, Vox Machina, and Warden as her character traits. She has Enhance. Once per turn, build 1 ally or ally asset or ally backup from your card pool. If you did and it is your turn, draw 1 card. So excuse me. Okay, so as a lot of people are saying, she is ridiculous with the card Trinket, her asset from the Challenger series. It's an asset, it's an ally. You can add it to your card pool from your stage for +4 damage. And then, of course, build it back in with her and draw a card on your turn. But you can also add it to your stage from your card pool for -4 damage on your rival's turn, and it would return to your hand if you're Vexalia at the end of the turn. Or you could build it back in and then do it again for a total of like -8 damage from 1 card over your rival's turn. That's huge. Or you could do it twice on the same attack if they're getting really froggy, because when it builds back in, it's treated as a new copy of that card, so you can use its enhance abilities again. So really, really powerful there. And then response, flip 1 foundation. After your ranged or weapon attack is not blocked, unflip 1 foundation. So this allows you to basically reuse maybe once per turn abilities on powerful foundations. You can flip it and unflip it so you get access to those abilities again. Or there's plenty that I've seen in this set that wants you to unflip it for various effects, like after this card is unflipped, draw a card, or after this card is unflipped, your rival commits a foundation. Her and Keyleth are going to have a wild time playing the flip-unflip game. It's going to be real fun. And lastly, we have Yasha Nidoran, Orphan Maker. Yasha has 29 health, 6 hand size, Death, Fire, and Fire, Death, and Void. Which is weird, because usually the symbols are in alphabetical order, I thought. B, C, D, E, F, D, E, F. Yeah, is Grog in alphabetical order? Or is Grog Fire first as well? No, Grog's in the proper alphabetical order. I didn't notice that my first time around. So, aside from being out of order, Yasha also has the Brute Mighty 9, and Warrior traits. They have a static that if you take 3 or more damage from an attack, add 1 rage counter to this card. Pretty alright, but obviously there's only so many times you can take 3 or more damage. Then we have Enhance. Your attack gets plus X damage. X equals half the number of rage counters on this card rounded up, plus 1. So even with 0 rage counters, you are still getting plus 1 damage to all of your attacks. And then Enhance once per game. Remove 6 rage counters from this card. Your rival removes 2 cards from their hand. So this is a very powerful ability, because it's only once per game. But you are losing like plus 3 to plus 4 damage from Yasha if you're going into a kill turn. However, I have seen the full set, and I know there's a lot of things that add rage counters to your character, so that's less of a problem now. So Yasha is going to be better than I anticipated, now that I know there's a whole bunch of rage counter generation in there. And that -2 to their hand size can go on your turn or your rival's turn, so you can turn off their turn and then immediately go into your backswing turn and just nuke them. But likely if you don't kill them once you've used your remove 2 from hand, they might beat you, so just make sure you're very careful when you're timing how to use that ability. Otherwise, Orphan Maker is very scary to sit across from. And that is going to be it for the characters preview review for Critical Role Heroes of Exandria. I'm sorry this video didn't get out as quickly as I'd hoped. Like I said, I had to re-record it, and I've been doing more videos for UVS games. I revealed more cards, and I've been trying to get some other stuff. I'm doing my Day 0 builds now, so you guys are going to be seeing a lot of me over the next couple of weeks. So please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, because I will be doing my Day 0 builds, showing you kind of the basic building ideas for each character in this set. So if you're new and you're like, this is my favorite character, but I'm kind of confused on where to start, my Day 0 builds are a great place to start for deck building. I use mostly cards in the set, or as much as I can, obviously just to show off what these characters can do. So subscribe if you haven't already. I come up with a lot of these deck designs each set, and it takes a lot of work, so I appreciate all the support you guys give me. And let me know in the comments who you think is the character you're most excited for in this set. Also, let me know if the music is too loud, because it still sounds a little loud in my head, but I'm not sure how that's translating here. And as I've said several times, I don't edit. So just let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, take care.